Hey y'all. Well, I'm fixing to make me what I call a good dinner. It is kielbasa sausage with cabbage, carrots, potatoes, and onions. And I'm going to chop all this stuff up. It's 5:03 and it's Wednesday afternoon. And this will take longer, although it's a dish that will, you put it on and just let it cook and then it's ready. You don't have to constantly be doing something. So let me get started. Okay. Well, I got a little onion out of that. Okay, potatoes are done. And these are the potatoes I told you that I would, at my last grocery haul, I told you that I would cook those first. Okay, now let me get out some carrots. Carrots are done. And now, let's see, I'm going to take off some of these leaves. I left them too long, so they started turning a little yellow. Now, I am going to let this soak in a little bit of vinegar water. This is a tip that Patty at Side Dishes mentioned in one of her videos. She was making I think she was making the same dish. And she said that she always soaks hers in vinegar water. You know, if you've ever grown cabbage yourself, you know how it's very probable that you'll get all kinds of dirt and everything in your cabbage as it grows, grows in layers. So much food. I was trying to keep the volume down, but it's hard to cook for just one person, especially when you're making a dish like this. So I guess I'll just have to eat it till it's gone. Poor me. Now you can cut your cabbage any way you want. Thin, big, it doesn't matter. Whatever your preference is. Okay, let me get a little vinegar. Just a little bit. Vinegar has gotten so expensive. You know, when I was canning, I used a lot of vinegar. And it was cheap. You could get a gallon for 99 cents. And the last time I looked, it's something like, I don't know, $3 or something like that. Okay. I'm going to use half of this because I want to use the other half for my 15 bean soup. Let's see, this is 1 pound. A serving size is 2 ounces, which is about that much. And the amount of sodium in that little piece is 320 grams. Oh, that's a lot. It's got 6 grams of protein. So, cut this up. Now you can do this any way you want. You can cut it up into coins, or I like to cut mine at a diagonal. It just means more surface to get brown. And that's what I want, is for it to get brown. Cut those up in smaller pieces. I mean, if you wanted to dice this, you could dice it. It's just up to you, whatever you like. If you like, a big hunk of meat, then by all means, cut it that way. All right, now we shall go to the stove, prepare all that food. It took about 17 minutes of preparation time. Okay, I got my pan heating up. I'll put a little olive oil, probably tablespoon and a half. Get my onions out of here. I like cooking in cast iron. It gives food a nice flavor. Okay, I'm going to add the meat now. The onions are getting a little caramelized. I like them caramelized. It gives them more flavor to the dish. Okay, it's been about 15 minutes to brown the onions and the meat. And now I'm going to add the potatoes and carrots. I'm going to add the cabbage. And now I'm going to season some black pepper, some celery seed, some dried parsley, and some crushed red pepper. And I'm not putting any salt in there because the meat is already salted. Okay, and I'll add just a little bit of water. There was some. There was some water from the cabbage. I'll just pour that over there. Send some of those spices down to the bottom. Okay. I'll put the top on it. And I'll come back in about 30 minutes to check on it and to stir it around. And then I'll make some cornbread. Gotta have cornbread with this. Unless you don't like cornbread and you have something else or nothing at all. So I'll be back. Okay, y'all, I'm gonna get ready and make my cornbread. First thing I need to do is take these 60 count eggs, and I saved, that's my air fryer, I saved the carton from the last eggs of 18 count that I bought. So I'll transfer some so I don't have to keep digging out this big container of eggs. Okay, that's 18, and I'll take one out for my cornbread. Up my cornmeal, and I wrote on the front when I opened it, 226.25, so I'll know how long it lasts. And just for y'all, I'll measure it out. No, I won't. I can't do it measuring it out. You want about a cup, maybe a cup and a half. You can follow the directions on the package. And then I'm going to put in some of this pearl milling cornmeal, just a little bit, because I want to use it up. Because I told you it's milled very fine, and I don't like that. Take my whisk, and I got this whisk at Amazon. It came 4 in a package. And put in a little bit of sugar. Put in maybe a teaspoon. Crack an egg. And I don't have any buttermilk, so I'm going to use oat milk. And as I've told you before, cornbread is a quick bread, so you just mix it up really quick. Now down here in West Tennessee, you'll have some people who say, no sugar in cornbread. My mother always put maybe a teaspoon in there. She always said it made baked goods brown better. And I like just cornmeal in mine. Some people put a certain amount of flour, but I don't like flour. I want mine to be all cornmeal. Okay, now that's ready. And I'm just waiting on my pan to get ready. I'll put a little bit of canola oil in there. You put whatever kind of fat you want to. You can put avocado oil, olive oil, canola oil, vegetable oil, bacon fat. It doesn't matter. You just need a fat. There are other things you can put in your cornbread. You can put cheese, cheddar cheese, broccoli, cottage cheese, corn. You got to drain it first. Um, let's see, bell pepper, green chilies, bacon. I mean, you can put anything in there you want. A little sour cream, a little ricotta cheese. You can put anything. Okay, it wasn't heating up fast enough for me, so I put it on the stove top on the burner to heat up. And when your fat or your grease looks like it's starting to dance around, it's getting hot. Just pour all that in there. And that sizzle is what you want to hear. Okay, and I had the air fryer set at 425, and I'll cook it for about I'll cook it for about 23 minutes. Okay, I'm back. Dinner is ready. I was going to tell you to flip your cornbread when you take it out of the oven. Most cooks I know usually flip their cornbread because they want the top of it to be crisp. But I got distracted by a very important message, a text message I got, and I got distracted. And my cornbread is real brown. I don't think it's too brown for me to eat, but I wouldn't want to serve it to company. Here you go. It's nice and brown. And let's just see what it's like if I did flip it. Oh, it's a beautiful color. Now let's see. If I cut it, see how much it's shrunk? I can just twirl it around. Okay. See what the inside looks like. Oh, yeah. Well, for me, it's still edible. It'll be nice and crispy. And I'm not going to put butter on it. I mean, I'd love to, but I don't need the butter. I've already got a lot of sodium in that meat, so I'll just have the cornbread without. It'll kind of soak up some of the juices that's in here. All right, let's look at this. Yes, I hear my kitties hollering. Make sure I get some of that juice, because that's like the pot liquor from greens. You always want to have that. Let's see, did I get any meat? I should have at least a couple of pieces, don't you think? I hadn't had this in a long time. I'm really looking forward to eating it. Yeah, I tried not to make a lot. There's enough for probably 3 more dinners in there. Okay, put the top back on. Oh, let's see. Let's see how it tastes. I'll do the potato because you know it's going to soak up all the flavor that's in there. It's going to be hot. Even with my dentures on, I can end up burning my tongue. Oh, so good. A friend of mine, she says when she makes it for her family likes her to put like a can of diced tomatoes in there. She said it makes a nice gravy. Oh, the cabbage is so good. Well, this will be enough for me. But if I want some more, I'll come up here and get it. Trying to think what have I eaten today? I really couldn't tell you. I'd have to think long and hard about it. All right, I'm going to show it. See if I can get a nice picture for my thumbnail. Okay. Well, thank y'all for coming by, and y'all have a good evening, a good day, a good afternoon, and please remember to be kind to someone. Someone needs your kindness today. Bye.